Welcome to FreedomWorks and enjoy your journey.
Welcome to FreedomWorks. I'm going to walk you through what the intake process would look like. The application comes in, we make an initial assessment of what the best option is, and then direct accordingly to which coordinator would best reply to the application. If we see that there's a chemical use that needs to be addressed, then we would direct them towards Partners Behavioral Health, where they would do the clinical assessments, follow up with them as far as coordinated intake date from that point on.
It is a long-term treatment facility, so that means 6 to 9 months. It is an intensive outpatient program. We lodge our guys next door at FreedomWorks, which is also a wonderful place. The focus here is MRT, which means moral recognition therapy. Moral recognition therapy is looking at the cognitive reasoning behind the decisions that you make that lead you to trouble, typically. Our focus is to reduce recidivism, so ending that revolving door that keeps the guys from going in and out of prison and institutions.
Alright, so we're Refocus Recovery. We're certified peer recovery support specialists. We're certified by the state of Minnesota to come alongside guys in their recovery and support them in whatever they may need. Transportation, housing, jobs, birth certificates, driver's licenses, as well as just being a moral support.
Hey, I'm Greg. I'm the coordinator for the GRH Housing Support Program. Welcome to FreedomWorks. We're here at the intake station. We want to make sure that guys feel welcome, they feel connected. So we make sure if they're hungry, we get them something to eat. If they're thirsty, we get them a soda. And then just make sure they have everything that they need. So there are meetings every day of the week on campus for men to engage in, to connect with other men around spiritual values, around recovery, or around life skills. So we kind of give them the lay of the land, and then just make them feel settled in.
We have 30 guys up here right now. You can take 34. We have multiple intakes from individuals that are incarcerated right now that are coming here. It's not a prerequisite that you have to be incarcerated to come here, you know what I mean? But that's how this place was birthed. I don't know if you know or not, but back at, 17 years ago, Fred Peterson, the founder of FreedomWorks, would go into prisons and volunteer and talk about Jesus with people, right? That was at Prison Fellowship at IFI. I was in that program for 6 years. But guys would, fall in love with Jesus, get healthy, get out, and go back to drugs and crime. And they were confused by it. They're like, what is going on? It's because they didn't have a safe place to go. So FreedomWorks, here, voila. And so it went from 15 beds to 155. We've been here for 2.5 years, and God's at work. So it's 4 phases. Everybody moves in to a double room. But when you move in, especially when you come out of incarceration, you're gonna have bedding, you're gonna have a care package. There's food here. We have food pantries everywhere. We actually have our own food shelf now, so you're not gonna go hungry. You have to take care of that survival mode. You have to have the necessities, right? Mm-hmm. So we have people that can get you hooked up with medical assistance. You know what I mean? If you need prescription drugs or whatever, if you need to see a doctor after being incarcerated, if you need to get hooked up with a social worker, we kind of learned how to finesse all of that. So after 40 days, you can earn a single. So let's go next door. We're about trauma. You know what I mean? Trauma informed people, right? A lot of people have post-traumatic stress disorder from prison. A lot of people have some issues growing up with family, just whatever you need to work through. This is my job is to provide a safe spot for guys to work through stuff.
This is the Blessing Closet, and we're part of the intake process. We come and help them with any kind of clothing needs that they might need.
By me being out of the fast food restaurant for some years, so that looks like the ones that
Yeah.
we're working. Walk in, you got everything around the sides, right?